Hi everyone! It's Friday night. Welcome to our after hours event in the drawing room. I'm Anthony Frangiotis, and I'm joined with Mary Lynn Wise, who is more famously known as the Sangria Lady.
Hey everybody, happy Friday.
This is a experiment for us because we're doing a virtual live stream as well as a in real life event. There are a few of us here. We do have our masks and are practicing social distancing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we wanted to have a conversation with Mary Lynn about the product that she's been putting out, which is quite tasty.
Yeah.
The white classy lady and the red sassy lady.
Good job. Yay.
Mary Lynn, all you.
Thanks, Anthony. So thanks everybody for joining tonight. So I just wanted to take a few minutes with Anthony here at this beautiful store. Give you a little bit of background about the Sangria Lady, a little bit of who I am and what I've done in order to get myself here in the past year and the help that I've had along the way to get me here. So like Anthony said, I launched a red sassy Sangria Lady last year in June. Everything that I have when I make the ingredients is from upstate New York. So my ingredients come from the Finger Lakes out of Naples. It's Hazlitt's Vineyard. And the red is made with a nice red hybrid grape. If you're not too sure what hybrid means, it's totally okay. The drink is great if you know what it is, or if you don't know what the wine is. But a hybrid grape is a very sturdy grape. It's not a sensitive grape that needs a lot of nurturing, especially where it's from upstate New York and the Finger Lakes get a lot of warm weather. They get a lot of cold weather, the snow. It's a very durable grape. With that being said, my grape is consistent. And that's what I was looking for with the Sangria Lady in order to provide a great fruitful type of drink for you, cocktail. As Anthony and I have, come together and we've decided that, it's a great product. She wanted to sell it, which is awesome. We also wanted to let everybody know all the different things you can do with sangria. And it's just not a sangria that you just want to put over a glass of ice and, serve it with your fruits. That's a great first option that we've always gone to. But sangria can be a lot of other things. It can be a fun cocktail when you're with friends and you want to step it up a little and do a little bit of Prosecco. So we talk through that when we have different virtual sittings and when we do tastings at our liquor stores. We want to pair it with different liquors so you can have more fun with it and more options. So like I said, we do Prosecco, we've worked with it, and we add we actually mull it, which you've been able to do at the store.
Yeah, actually over the winter, it was fun because nobody really thinks about drinking sangria in the summer.
Yeah.
So the little recipe cards of the mulled sangria were really helpful.
And it worked out really nice.
And very tasty.
Right. So we warmed it, we mulled it, we had some fun spices in it. We added a nice, it's a liqueur. I always want to say it's a brandy because it's an Applejack. But we did that, and again, it's very festive. I always say it's like a Yankee Candle in a hot bowl, right? Because the smell is amazing. It's apples, it's pumpkin, it's whatever you want it to be, depending on the spices you put in. And lo and behold, the success of the Sangria Lady Sassy Red went very well. So I will share with you that Anthony was the only person, I think, that got to do a tasting of the white.
Oh.
Because unfortunately, with everything happening, we launched the white March 1st, and that's the Classy Lady. So the dynamic duo now is together. So we have the Sassy Red, the Classy White, and we were able to do on, I think, like March 14th. It was an AHA night, I think, or something.
So, yeah.
And again, it's having a wonderful Muscat base. Again, everything comes from upstate New York, the Finger Lakes. And we pair that with, Paul, what do we pair that with?
Which, the red or the
Saint
white?
Germain. What is that?
Saint Germain, yes.
Right?
The elderflower liqueur.
We should introduce
So that's what I'm leading into.
Okay.
So as I said,
we're gonna switch with you.
yeah. So this is, so as I, shared with you in the beginning, I wanted to share with you where my company originated from. I'm out of Needham, Mass, but everything comes from upstate New York. And as I continue to move forward in this, I actually have a new business developer, which is Paul. Paul
Hey.
Paul is how I met you.
Paul is how,
Hey, everybody.
exactly. So Paul does a lot of the groundwork with me, beside me, and beyond me sometimes. And he actually was able to create the partnership here at Anthony's Drawing Room. and be able to really give a different way of where the Sangria Lady should be sold, and this is a perfect place. So Paul, I'll leave a little bit to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I always have my ear out for new places and new spots, and this, I think, Anthony, we were talking when I first walked in here with my wife, we were shopping, and you just mentioned that you were going to get your beer and wine license.
Yeah, we had just received it, actually.
The light bulb came up in my head, and I said, that's where we need to be. It's a perfect location for our brand.
Yeah. And it's great being local, and Anthony, your store reeks of local, which is fabulous.
Yeah.
Small business, and we really, especially now during these times, promoting small business, working with small business, partnering, has really shown its true colors, I think, of us during this time. We've done extremely well. And I thank my Sangria fans because they've done amazing. They've done a great job. Paul's done a wonderful job.
I was a fan before I started working for the company.
So one of the things that Paul had shared with me when we first were having this conversation was that you had participated in the food truck festival in New Bedford.
That's
was
right.
it last year or 2 years ago?
No, last year was our first year out.
And you did
Ford
what?
Chamber.
At the food truck festival.
Oh my gosh. So Paul, why don't you tell the story and then we'll, right?
Well, the story gets different every time we tell it.
No tall tales.
You want my story or just your story?
Well, we can talk about how, you can just move in to say how you, had the Sangria, and then we can topple off with how well we did at the end of the day.
Okay, so basically I went to the food truck festival with some friends, and I happened to notice the Sangria Lady there. And I don't normally drink Sangria. I had every intention of drinking beer with my buddies.
Right, because we're under the beer tent.
And I said, you know what? My wife loves Sangria. I'm going to try it and let her know. Never heard of it before. And then I tried it, and I was hooked, especially with the ginger ale. So they got to know me just from going back and forth, getting refills, giving tickets. And then they went on to win the Best Drink Award at the festival.
We did, and it was the first time, which I was so taken back. I didn't even know that there was a contest.
Okay.
So it was really nice. At the end of the day, we were folding up and walking to the vehicles, and this lady was running for me. I was like, "What's happening?" And she was like, "Barry Lynn, you won most chips of the jar." I'm like,
it was actually called the People's Choice. So
Okay.
people actually, decided, and it wasn't like there was only 2 or 3 other brands. There was a lot of different brands.
Yeah.
Mostly beers and stuff like that, but
yeah.
So with that was a good recognition of her efforts.
Right, and then that was in the Sun South Coastal paper as well with the pictures and
the Standard Times.
Yeah, the Standard Times. So it was great. It was a wonderful way to jump off the summer because we started out June 1st. So to be able to, I think that was August that we worked with the food trucks, and it was a great situation. I loved everything about it, and since then you joined the team.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I needed a winter job because I work in a seasonal business, and I love the brand, and I just decided, you know what, she looked like she was hiring online, and I jumped at the chance, and she was probably like, why does a landscaper want to work with me? So
No, I was like, oh no, if anybody's going to do it, it's with that mindset of being open to things. And this is a great demographic that we're breaking into, right? The male demographic is perfect. There's been times out there that guys will come over and say, I don't drink Sangria. How many times do they say that? And then once they try it, they're like, wow.
Oh yeah, I just remember this one guy came to a tasting. His hands, he obviously worked in concrete or something. He was like, no, but then he tried it and was like, oh my God, honey, come here. Calls his wife over.
Right?
Next thing you know, they bought 3 bottles, I think.
Yeah. And again, I think it's important that people know Sangria is great over ice, but when you just spritz it, even if it's not alcohol, right? So the ginger ale is perfect. If you want to do less, you put some ice in. You want to have a little bit less sugar, less of that taste. People do it with the club soda.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorites.
Right? And now I just had put online the hard seltzer. Right? Me and White Claw have become best friends. Okay? So it's just a really nice thing, again, that we can do with a lot of different suggestions. Mm-hmm. And I put that all up on my website. Lots of pictures. People can follow recipes.
We have a cake.
We do. We have the sangria cake.
I did try the cake. It was very tasty.
Right? And
Would you make it?
I did.
she did.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm a follower. I saw the recipe and wanted to try it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I am
you
a
know.
fan.
And so I'm doing a new dessert to put up because I'm trying to keep that going. But between the Jello shots or to do that and
Smoothie.
the smoothie's amazing. And people can do different things to smoothie. Like I wound up adding coconut to my smoothie.
So one of the things that we haven't talked about,
Yep.
and actually I'm thinking about right now, is that the sangria has a very low alcohol level.
Yes,
so
it
when
does.
you talk
Good
about
point.
putting it in a smoothie, people are probably thinking that we're all alcoholics.
Right.
So why don't you
So-
talk a little bit about that?
Let's try to do that. So
And cake.
right? So listen, the reason why we decided I went from having my alcohol it was really at a 9 or 10%. But being this avid, person that I want to be out there and, be healthy, I wasn't going to be able to do that and be able to drink at the same time. So I did lower the alcohol content to 6% for that reason. Knowing that it goes over ice and knowing that you can put, your club soda in it, that does bring it down a lot. However, when you're making a smoothie, this is what everybody's doing. People pay $9, $10 to go to a juice bar. We do the same thing. It's sangria, yes, but you're adding ice, you're adding your fruit. And I will share with you, for those gentlemen out there who just want to have a nice hard smoothie, right? We limed it. What did I do it with? Captain Morton's. What is it?
Morgan?
Morgan's. Yeah, Morgan's in, right? Yeah, there we go. And it was amazing. It was so good. And I'm telling you, you don't feel guilty at the end of the day, unless you're going to put a little rim on there, right?
Yeah.
But it's really good. And I do have that up on my website as well. When you want to make a smoothie, you can have it as fresh as you want to have it, not feeling guilty because you're only putting in like 4 or 6 ounces of sangria and then it's all ice. I mean, I just made that 4th of July drink. I don't know if you saw that online.
Beautiful.
It was so.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, it was a very nice presentation.
I will tell you that
Beautiful is the right word.
I first went to Etsy. I am a big fan of Etsy. I hope everybody's a big fan of Etsy. Saw a beautiful drink made with a firecracker.
Yeah.
Those wonderful pops that we grew up with. I'm shaving the thing, trying to put it together. It was turning out purple because what colors does blue and red turn into? Purple. So I looked at Olivia, who's my daughter who does all my back end stuff, and she works for me. I go, we can't. This is not working. And Etsy did something because they did a beautiful job, but Barry Lynn can't do it. I'm going to figure it out. Liv's like, okay. So I did. I just took the blender and I did white with ice in it. I did red with ice in it. And then we took that sand sugar that we bought. And then when we lined it, I'm like, Olivia, it's bleeding in. Perfect. I put the blueberries on the top. I took the picture.
Yeah.
And you guys, it's so easy because I don't want to put recipes out there that people are like, she lied. This isn't easy,
Yeah.
This is something that we really want people to take advantage of. That's why when I put recipes up there, the alcohol content is 6%. But does it have to stay there? It doesn't. If you're having friends over, when we do sangria bars and I bring your fruit and I bring the sangria in a punch bowl, it's called lining up what shot you want in it. So, but that is something that is going to be up to the individual. And I think I want to put a watermelon by Smirnoff shot in it. I just did Smirnoff red, white, and berry. Good Lord. I should have started with a half of a shot. It was a lot. But it's being able to introduce a fun drink and make it go a long way, which is really, really nice to be able to do because nobody really has educated anybody about sangria. It's going out and taking blends of wines and adding juices to it, spending a lot of money at that point. So when I went and had my sangria and was trying to think of a great base when I did focus groups, I just wanted somebody to have something that they could not work too hard for. They have a great base, and if they want to doctor it up, they can. And that's really what it's all about. Make it simple, keep it simple, right? And let me do the work so you have a nice base. And if you want to add to it, add peach schnapps if you feel like you want something a little bit
But
sweeter.
you certainly don't. I find it just very refreshing.
Right.
So especially now when we have hot and humid.
Exactly.
weather.
Sometimes, and you don't want that feeling of I've been hanging outside. I know I don't at my age, and what I want to continue to, like, if I'm working out, I want to feel good that I finished. I had one of sangria, and I don't feel guilty over it
Right.
because I'm not sweating. I'm like, oh my God. But if you want to go out at night, this is a day drink. Remember we said that?
Yes.
Right? That's part of the whole think different, drink different, right? That's across his mask. It's being able to be at a barbecue, be at your grandmother's house, sitting at a brunch, and being like, I can do this, and I'm not going to feel like I'm getting a red wine headache. There's not, if you want to go out at night, you save that for your $40, $50 bottle of wine, right? Have your headache that night. But during the day, you could drink this and still go out that night. That's the best thing about it. And the same with the white. It's 6% alcohol. The flavors are there. We match them with some different alcohol, what they want.
Pairing it with good food always works too.
Pairing with good food is great, yes. And so that's a very good point. So like I was saying earlier, you can have this with a barbecue. You can have it. People send pictures, which I really encourage people to do. Send pictures to the Sangria Lady. I send out different things, right? People, if they send out pictures, we have coasters, we have magnets, I have hats. I just send out lots of fun swag because I appreciate what people are sharing with me to show, hey, this is what we're doing with my Sangria. It gives different ideas. It gives me ideas. So it doesn't matter if you're having a pizza night, a macaroni night. You even send pictures to the Sangria Lady when you're cooking or Lisa's cooking. Italian food. I mean, sometimes I just have people take a picture of it and they're away in New Hampshire. Or there's some place that they're just like, it's a beautiful night and they take a picture out on the beach, I encourage that. I love it. And like I said, I send swag out. I'm so appreciative. People can like me on Facebook, find me on Instagram. I think really I heavily lean, even before COVID, on my customers and future customers. It's you who gets me where I need to be. So I want to make sure that I'm staying in front of that I'm thanking you personally, or I'm sending something out there that is a part of the Sangria Lady, knowing how much appreciative I am for being a small business and only being out there 13 months. And, we're in over 60 stores today, which is
so great.
Yep. So we're doing very well. I love the fact that we're in a store like yours, Anthony, because it really takes us thinking outside the box. That doesn't have to be a liquor store that we're in. You have very beautiful high-end where I feel the Sangria Lady fits right into your whole.
Yeah, we're not all in liquor stores. We're in Reynolds Flowers.
Right.
Reynolds is a wonderful flower shop in Middleborough.
Yep.
Yep,
So
I've been there. They have a very nice.
Right,
nice
and we're in the general store,
That's right.
Marion.
We're also in Marion at the general store.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's very nice stores that like I said, I believe that, you can find the Sangria Lady in. And as I run contests, as I'm sure you get the Sangria Lady, you send up an email and say, hey, Barry Lynn, we want you to be in this place, see what happens. I call, somebody does it, I send you out something fun to say thank you for the referral. And if I get in there, I'd love to send alcohol, but I'll get into trouble, so I know I can't do that.
You call the company, you get the.
Right, you do. Yes, that's very true. So you email me, it's me.
Great response time on everything. Open to other ideas. I mean, I've given you ideas and you've gone with it, so.
Yeah, it's important. It's really important, especially in these days, and I can't be any happier. I want to continue to help sell the white. I'm open to suggestions. Whatever we can continue to do to continue to grow the Sangria Lady. We look forward to her growing up with another sibling coming, which will be
exciting.
I was just gonna say a small hint on what's coming.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So,
really exciting.
That will be very exciting.
We're going to be here till 7 this evening. Or
Perfect.
8.
Yeah.
If anybody would like to come down and have
Come
a
on
taste.
Right? Come meet the
we're at-
Sangria Lady and Paul and have some fun, do a little tasting. We have hats and all kinds of fun stuff.
It hasn't started raining or pouring.
Right.
yet.
Yeah, get here before it does. We'll all huddle. Social
So-
distance like.
We're at 36 North Water Street in downtown New Bedford, and we've also been joined, since we've been talking, by the Bella Flower Truck. We have fresh cut flowers available for sale this evening. So hopefully we'll get to see you.
Perfect.
Thank you, Barry Lynn.
Thank you so
Paul.
much, Anthony. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Hopefully we'll see everyone. Be safe.